Another load from blue bins in Fort St. John arrives at the Eco Depot Recycling Center. It's mostly recyclable if you pull out that pair of jeans, an old foam mattress, these glass bottles, and this bucket, an old helmet. And that's just the start of more items workers here are noticing showing up in their recyclable material.
So we're seeing right now it's like, chainsaws and grass clippings and wood and, even home renovation supplies are being put in the bin.
And the growing amount of waste and hazardous products residents are throwing out has become a serious concern for the city.
A certain amount is expected. You've always got the rebels in the community, or you've got the people who just didn't know. There's still people who just didn't know you're not allowed to put glass in your recycle bin. So we're working on that. But right now, it is more than just a little bit.
And that could result in changes to the city's recycling program. Aside from all the extra work needed to sort through waste and hazardous materials, the city is now having a problem shipping their recyclable material to processing plants around North America.
When you're dealing with sharps, obviously there's like medical issues that could arise from that. And we get them to the other end. This where we ship our material to at the processors on the other end. If they see this contamination, they can actually reject the load, and that would either be to another facility if they would accept it, or it would go to a landfill down there, or they would just stop accepting our materials altogether.
And if that happened, the city would be forced to cancel the recycling program entirely.
Then we would have to switch the system to a sortable system, more of a blue box system, and what that would mean is then we would have to sort basically the beverage containers, and that would have to be segregated out after it comes here. And the residents would actually have to bring more of the sortable materials that they're putting in their bin right now down to the depot.
More importantly, we've got some people down there who are sorting through it by hand. Those guys are our neighbors. They are part of our community. And every time we throw something hazardous in there, we are putting our neighbors at risk. And that's just not what we do here. We take care of our neighbors, and it's not okay. It's not cool.
As of this week, bylaw officers will be out in force, checking blue bins in front of households and writing tickets to those who choose not to follow the rules.
We're going to start doing it a lot more regularly, and we've started to target some of the repeat offenders. We know who they are, and they will be fined. Because we can't put an entire program at risk because somebody's not willing to go to the dump.
Since the city introduced the curbside recycling program in November 2015, it's diverted thousands of kilograms of waste from the landfill. That's roughly about a third of the city's total waste.
It's been a very successful program, and always with a little bit of contaminants, but right now we're having a little hiccup, and we just need to get back on track so that we will continue to have a successful program.
If you're not sure what is allowed to be tossed into your blue bin, you can check out the city's website or call Eco Depot Recycling Center. But a good rule of thumb to follow:
obviously, if it's something that's got motor oil or if it's sharps, there is proper homes for those things, but your blue bin is definitely not one of them.
Brendan Miller, CJDC-TV News, Fort St. John.